Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sailing Yabá. Those of you who have been here for a while, or at least since last week even, know that we've got 3 out of 4 sails up. This week our mission is to actually open the sails, hoist anchor, or actually rather hoist anchor, open the sails and go for a sailing trip. Having the sails up is one thing, sailing is another thing, and that's going to be our mission from now on. So I've been inside watching YouTube tutorials on how to make soft shackles out of Dyneema with a low friction ring, so I'm not going to get into how to make them. You just type it in YouTube and you'll find it. But you can see that for now I'm just going to use these spindles. They're super sturdy, they are epoxied in place, and they've got a threaded bar from top all the way to the bottom, so that's not going to be the issue. As the main sail won't need it and we have 2 more 4 sails, we only need 1 more shackle on each side, so this one will receive that. Then we just need to have those sheets running somewhere, I'd guess around here. And the advantage of these soft shackles is they can just be removed and placed wherever we want. And once we don't use them for the sails anymore, we can use them for anything else. Another soft shackle. Now I'm going to show you how this works, and this one is for the middle sail that's between both masts. I don't know how far back this sail is going to go, so I'm going to put it on the last one. I'd rather have it too far back than too far forwards. If anything, we can bring it back to those ones up there. It's got a loop that's kind of spliced over here, and you got a shackle that's also spliced, not a shackle, a low friction ring, and then I don't know what this knot is called, but I looked up how to make it and I made it. So this goes through here, and of course all these kind of splices are self-tensioning, so once you put pressure on, everything tightens and it won't come loose. So exactly the same for here. You wrap it round and there you have your little low friction ring. Getting there, guys. Just so we don't have to fasten anything onto the boat right now, this might be too far forwards, for example. Of course, we won't be doing this with a sail under tension, but look at this. Just take this off, and I think it should be over here. Or it's too far back and we want it over here, or we want it higher up or further down, depending on where we can mount them. And that is the beauty of these, you can really play around with them. But for now, my guess is that this is the best place. Ta-da! We have pulled 2 of the sheets here, and I would like to figure out where the stoppers are going to go. I think over here, and then we'll add some pulleys over here to make a corner, and then the winch over here. Also, we've got the main sheet to work on, so let's get started with that. I think we'll start with the stoppers first. Ignore all these hanging up. We just went for a quick I went for a quick dive to find a knife that we dropped because we were cleaning the fish on the platform. No, I didn't catch them. One day I will catch all these fish, but we got given them by our nice neighbors. I think this one is going to go here. Nice access to it, stopper, open. We'll have access over here for winding it, and then you just fasten it again. Now I was thinking, or we put the next one right next to it, or we put it next to it slightly forwards, and the next one can be here, so you've got like a, might not look as aesthetic, but practicality wise I think it might be very good. As I stand, you're waiting for my heart to speak the truth. I feel my bones collapse around the side of you. Her soul is like line or rope management is all going to be later. I've bought lots of little gadgets, loads of little gadgets. Like if one bit is hanging off into the water, I've got a little ring that will hold it in place. But for now, we don't want to fasten anything except for these and the winch, of course. But hey, here we go. One, nice and tight. We can figure out where the next one's gonna go. Who's this? Whoa. They've come back from, what were they, shopping? A bunch of stuff, because we've got those massive fish to throw on the grill. Rafa is getting the grill ready. Fish, other ingredients. And that's what's happening behind the scenes. Hey! Nice. Now we can start working over here, which is going to be getting this going around over here somewhere, over to the winch.
This fair be where we came. Don't want to throw it all away. As shattered moments fall in vain, you pick the pieces up and say, well, I guess that's what it's worth. Like a diamond with a curse. If I told you how I feel, would you be here still?
This looks so much more like a sailing boat now. We've got stoppers, we've got 2 winches. The next step I want to work on is this over here. This is the main sheet block. Make sure there's nothing on top there. Good thing we remembered that, eh? Dry fit with my assistant, and then we'll get this CK in.
Yeah.
Good.
Dry fit.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. Well done, Lavi. Exploded everywhere. Yeah, look.
It's good. I'll cut it. I won't.
Nice. One step closer to sailing. Okay, everyone, fasten your seatbelts because we're going sailing.
Soon. What I want to do now is get the main sheet up. Ideally, I'm looking now, I would have that block in the middle of these two. Now there are these two here built in aluminium. Shall I use them? I'd rather use this, it looks a lot sturdier, but that's better positioned. Unless I bring that one here. Let's try this one here. Now to figure out if everything is here up to the mast at least is to pull the actual sheet and pick green with yellow with green or white with green. White with green. No, let's do it then. do really well still. You take that one all the way to... Nice. Now, pulleys and stoppers. We know, let's say this will not be here. This will not be here. We even have a stopper that says main. In my opinion, we need a stopper right there. And the sheet, I don't want it coming down at this angle. So we're going to need a pulley down there, which is what those holes are actually for. So let's pretend we have it. Actually, I can just over there, like so. And this can come straight in a straight line over here. What do you think? Because initially it had a pulley here, which I don't think is needed. If we can just have it here. We don't want it anywhere under the roof because you want to be able to see the boom. So you untie it, you open this, you adjust the main sail and you lock it. Small adjustment so far. Like here, you're in direct contact with the person in the helm. Because I'd like this area to be main sail. So everything except for the furling system will be up there. Everything else I'd rather have over here. Last thing we want is to drill down to the inside. Okay. Now that we've kind of got everything ready, of course it's good to test before we do it for real with a sail on. So all we're going to do is tighten the topping lift so we can finally lift up that boom, which has been resting on the roof, on the floor next to the boat, in loads of places where it shouldn't. So we're going to lift that and just see if we can swing the boom open with help of the main sheet. Ready? Oh.
Whoa!
Now that we've got the topping lift slightly tightened, it will be a bit easier to do all this. Okay, let's go. Oh, you need to be careful with going about with these panels.
Whoa!
All right, nice. Okay. That worked really well. A bit heavy to our liking, isn't it? But this is where our equipment start running out. So we're gonna have to do some shopping. We are back over here because this is the first. Licky, you have to show them. Come here, come here. You have to show them, yeah. Because this was kind of the first test to see what we need, what I need to go shopping for. Right now I'm able to, okay, well, this isn't gonna work. There we go, this is better. So you can see when I was doing all these tests here, I didn't want to go buying a million expensive pieces of equipment not knowing if I would need it or not. So I've used lots of galvanized steel over here to do these tests so that I could then go, well, write down, make a shopping list, go and do the correct shopping and then come and swap it all. We've also got one more thing fixed up there on the main sheet, and lots of you are wondering what is happening with the head. I did install the toilet and that's where I stopped because I really wanted to install a toilet because we're living on the boat full time, so that we had a toilet while doing all these things, climbing up the mast, standing rigging, running rigging. But as we speak, MP and Orlando are installing, or they're connecting the grey water box, which is what receives all the shower water into a box and pumps it out. So once we have got all this rigging done, once we've done some fun sailing, we can start working on those really cool projects. But let's get this done because this is a priority. We've removed the old shackles and replaced them with two big stainless new ones. I was hoping this little ring would fit around the big shackle, but it didn't. So my goal is to still eliminate these middle ones, of course, so the pulley goes straight onto the big one. However, let's head up there and there to work on the rest. Oh yeah, and I am gonna pull a little piece of wire through here, around here, so it won't unscrew. Now, remove the one with the stoppers. And there we go. We've removed these cleats to now just have a double pulley. Now I'm not sure about this yet. This is a test I'm doing. Normally I'd have one line running all the way to the tip, all the way down, and you'd use a winch to pull it out completely. The first bits are easy. Once you get to the end of the boom, it gets tough because you want the sail nice and tight. So I've managed to get a 3-to-1 ratio here, as well as over here. You see that? Hoping that we can maybe even, by pulling really hard from here, get the sail open completely. But for that we need a pulley here. We've already got 2 pulleys at the end, and it's going to be kind of a sea trial. So I'm going to fasten a knot onto here, we're going to fasten a pulley onto here, and that should be it. Maybe a 2-to-1 is enough. I think we're good. We're going to do a good test, and thanks to you guys, we know these have been rolled up the wrong way. The dark green has to be on the outside, but we were so in the moment of like, let's roll up, and then, oh well, it's better to do it now than never. And Pete, what are you going to do? You're going to open it, and we'll figure it out. And while we're at it, furling lines.
This February came. Don't want to throw it all away. As shattered moments fall in vain, you pick the pieces up and say, well, I guess that's what it's worth. Like a dog.
That was all fun. Now it's time to roll it up by hand.
If I told you how I feel,
and this is
would
where
you
it
be
should, the magic happens. Okay. There, now we just need a stopper here, and that's it. How long did that take? Oh.
And roll the right way now.
You know what I mean? Fast, 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 fast. Way bigger.
Also, you there, sir. Hey!
Nice. Loose, yeah. There. Okay. PMP, you're gonna have to unroll it again. As fast as you can. Go, 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 go. Okay. Gear bra korta. So unroll it because you had it on the wrong way, roll it up the right way, fasten the furling line, unroll it again, cut the furling line, and then roll it up. Ready, MP?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cut here. Then you have to get an outdoor lighter, you know, the ones that don't go out quickly. They come in smaller sizes. This is the only one I can get now. Trust me, I tried a million times with a regular lighter and I don't have those windproof ones. Now this worked just fine. And off. There we go. Oh, nice. Good for your hands, this is. Belaying pin. Oh, we need some more belaying pins. That's getting in the way of the anchor, so we'll chuck it. Cool. I'm so happy that yesterday we managed to get all the rigging done of the sails, the unfurlers, the furlers, the topping lift, the main sheet. The UV protection is on the outside now. Rigging wise, one of the only things that's missing is we can easily, well, never to, we're going to put this sheet around the windlass, but it's going to be rubbing against this spindle. So we have done our shopping and we've got these amazing looking pulleys, which I think will suit the boat very nicely. Once all the running rigging is done, we can finally go sailing, and that's not where the build is going to finish, because we have so many goodies that we have on this boat that have to be installed, like massive deck lighting. This isn't ambient or cozy deck lighting. This is, we need to rush and go and work on the anchor, turn everything on, 100 watts each. We've also got Orlando working with all the navigation system. We have a very old chart plotter here, which we are going to take advantage of because we have it already. We've got a radar, we've got the GPS, we've got transducer. We're going to have everything. All those things are going to come soon, as well as, I don't know, just look around. There's so many things to still install and so many goodies on this boat, but that's all going to happen during our travels. I love this positioning and I really like how it looks. I also like that they're individual, so we can literally choose where each one comes in and out. Now you can see they're lifted a bit because there is a greasing nipple here. So underneath, what are you laughing at, MP? I said nipple. But you can see the screw is underneath, so I'm just gonna have to countersink that screw, and then I can Sikaflex all of this in place and work on the other side. Super happy with this layout. I didn't go for aesthetics, I went for what is the best place for these, and this is it. As far forwards as possible without it being in the way, to reduce the tension on them. Now you might say we didn't need this one, we could have just gone straight from here. However, it's going to put lots of wear on one side of this cleat, so having it coming here at least is going to cause a lot less wear and tear. Anyway, let's head over to the mast, the main mast, to show you what I'm going to do next. You didn't think I was just going to add it like this, were you? So much done in a week, and I think with this last job done, or these last jobs done, we can go sailing. What do you think? What would be next?